Is Total War Warhammer 3 the biggest gaming disappointment of 2022? No, that'd probably be Crossfire X.
I knew it'd take more than that to kill you. Now can we get the hell out of this godforsaken red-infested town?
Change of plans. Rob's alive.
You were there when he died, man.
No, he's alive. Steiner told me.
Steiner told you? Dude.
He's in the...
Hold on. You're in no shape to be in charge.
You want to fight me on this, Morales?
Hey, come on, bro.
As much as I'd like to clickbait and just completely trash the game and rail on it, I think the biggest issue is that Total War Warhammer 3 is basically a beta. To be quite honest, I don't know if it could really compete with Total War Rome 2 and Thrones of Britannia for poorly received launches. There's also the fact that they're going to add Immortal Empires, which is probably one of the biggest draws of Total War Warhammer for me at the end of this year as a beta, which, I mean, yeah, we'll see how that goes, but it could completely change the public perception of the game. If you look at the Steam page, there's a lot of negative reviews, and one of them says that it might be fitting to add the early access tag to the game, so it has that now. It's not officially labeled as an early access title, but that's one of the first things a buyer might see when they go to the Steam store page. Hi, I'm Dead End Goose. I'm not really sure what to do anymore. Like, I just look at my computer and I think I should be making videos. I like making YouTube videos, but I have no clue what anyone wants, so it was in my follow-up. I was going to say like, comment, and subscribe. I heard from someone that you need to say that or red play button company will not promote your video. So I'm gonna start doing that. But genuinely, I would appreciate comments because you don't unlock the ability to actually ask your viewers what they want until you hit 1,000 subscribers. I know some people used to watch me when I made Warhammer 2 leaks. I know some people watch my Stone Shard videos. I have no clue what you want. I was actually working on a review of a hentai game, and yeah, I'm really demotivated. And there's a lot of stuff going on in my life, and I know I'm going to be gone for a week, so I just felt obligated to make something, because I do want to talk about this and rant about this, because it makes me feel better and a bigger human. It makes me feel like a more complete person when I can just make fun of someone else's hard work. Anyways, completely seriously, Warhammer 3 is riddled with bugs. I think it would be kind of fair to call it a beta, and Immortal Empires, which is basically the mode that combines all the sandbox elements and other factions into one big ginormous game map, is coming this year as a beta. The roadmap came, and I honestly thought it was going to have something like Chaos Dwarves or Faction Pack on it, but it was sort of what you'd expect, unfortunately. It was like, oh, we'll have some free LC, we'll have the Regiments of Renown, that's pretty nifty, we'll have some balance changes and a bunch of other stuff. But the thing is that in Total War Warhammer 3, you get the balance changes, and then the game is like, it's worse in other areas. Like, it'll be messed up in other ways. The unit selection box won't work as well, or crane gunners are too good now. I heard that apparently Tzeentch will just steal your settlements, so what players are doing is just basically rushing all the Tzeentch factions and trying to kill them as quickly as possible because they're such a pain. So it's a positive that we know what to expect, and it's a positive that they're working on fixing the game, but if you're somewhat new to Total War Warhammer, I will say that now is probably not a great time to buy, and you will see posts. Unfortunately, I know there's a Creative Assembly Discord and forums, but you're going to be seeing a lot of people on the Total War Reddit, and a lot of people in the Steam community, which is, I mean, let's be real, they're kind of both cesspools. So for the past couple of months, you've been getting these posts like, oh, the players are down, the player count's down even more now, it's got less players than Three Kingdoms, it's got less players than Total War Rome 2, that game's like 8 years old. But the thing is that, despite what some people like the, I guess I'll call them Volunders, the hardcore Total War historical extremists, like, I like historical, but it just gets to the point where it's ridiculous. They're like, this game has failed, it's over, it's all over. Well, no, most of the players are just waiting for Immortal Empires, which still isn't good, because most people are going to say hold off on buying the game, and, you know, CA, Sega, Games Workshop, they probably want that sweet Warhammer 3 money. But in reality, what ended up happening is, I pre-ordered the game, I was sort of disappointed as I expected to be, and now I'm just playing other games. I played a lot of Crusader Kings 3, I even started playing War Thunder, that was a mistake. I mean, I got like a good 60 hours in Total War Warhammer 3, it's just the actual campaign is dull. I mean, there's a lot of cool features. The whole ally system is everything I've wanted. I've always wanted the idea of being able to mix armies, being able to take dwarves as the Empire, and just sort of optimize your armies that way, because the rogue armies could do that in Warhammer 2 and you'd get a bit jealous. Certain legendary lords could kind of do that as their specific gimmick, so I don't know if they're gonna be screwed, whatever. And yeah, there's a lot of factions I had a lot of interest in, but I'm gonna be honest with you, it's just Warhammer 2 has a lot more content, which is fair. Warhammer 2 had a longer lifespan. I cannot in good conscience try to feign interest in a video game that I'm currently not interested in. For 2, I just don't really think I'd be that reliable a resource. I know not nearly as much about Warhammer 3 as I did about Warhammer 2. And of course you have those people out there with 8,000 hours. But yeah, no Total War Warhammer 3 leaks so far. I might be able to leak the beta for Mortal Empires. Or maybe leak the Blood Pack. That could be pretty neat, right? So I'm not really sure if there's a point in making Warhammer content. Even though I have some problems with Games Workshop or Warhammer, I really don't see the point in making negative Warhammer videos as a living, and I really don't see the point of making, oh wow, a new patch? Regiments of Renown? There's one thing I've learned through this whole process, it's that Creative Assembly has the ability to reskin units. So yeah, I don't know. Low effort rants to come, hentai videos to come, me to cut. My life's gonna be pretty hectic until the middle of June, so if I do make more content, I can already tell it's going to be much lower effort than what I'd like to make, but maybe that's for the best. Maybe that's been holding me back. I'm not really quite sure. And I don't know if I could really ask you about that. But regardless, if you have any feedback, there's a comment box below. If you like the video, there's a thumbs up button. I recommend you click it. If you dislike the video, there's a thumbs up button. I recommend you click it.